Well, another year and another Iditarod. My name is Bruce Moroney. It's January 24th, 2012. I'm a pilot with the Iditarod Air Force. We're an organization of about 30 plus pilots that support the Iditarod sled dog race to Nome. This is my first flight for Iditarod. Even though it's more than a month away, the trail breakers are going to be on the trail. The trail going across the Alaska range is not a traditional trail that's maintained, so Iditarod puts that trail in every year. So the trail breakers will be headed out here in a few days. I'm going to haul 150 gallons of fuel out to Finger Lake checkpoint. Diane and I will both be flying this year. We've got a 185 on wheel skis that we flew last year that was featured in the videos. I've been rebuilding a 182 that was flipped over, and this is completed. It's been re-engined, 260 horse 0470. It was actually an I0470, and under an STC I've hung a carburetor on it, and it's pretty much done. I've only got 30 hours in the engine. I'll fly this on Iditarod this year. Get a look at it here, and Diane will be flying the 185. Today I'm going to take the 185 up to Finger Lake. But here's a look at a basic early model 182 that's been totally gone through. I'll have to be careful to keep it clean and not let any dogs dirty it up. But got a little ethos panel and GPS, and we'll go out and take the covers off the 185, and it's already loaded up and ready to go, and take a run up to Finger Lake. Okay, and here's the 185. It's all loaded up and ready to head up to Finger Lake. I got 75 gallons of gas and 15-gallon plastic containers, and it's been plugged in overnight. Got all the covers on it that keep it warm and keep the frost off the wings. I've got the Tannis preheat system on the engine. When I start the engine, I should have about 100 plus oil temperature already. I just called up to Finger Lake to Winter Lake Lodge, and they've got winds about 12 knots out of the west, so it'll be a little bumpy once we get up there, but should be a beautiful flight.
5 guys moving, departing 19 right, Birchwood westbound.
Okay, coming up about 5 miles out of Finger Lake. Yeah, Iditarod Trail goes right through these swamps just below us. You can see the trail winding through the trees. It goes from kind of swamp to swamp as it works its way up into the Alaska range. Next checkpoint being Finger Lake and Winter Lake Lodge.
Finger Lake traffic, Cessna 500, we're 3 to the east, inbound, landing Finger Lake.
Hey, is that you, Bruce?
Yeah, it is, Carl.
Okay, we got about 12 knots on the ground there, but Paul was in here this morning, so it was good.
Okay, sounds good, appreciate it. I'll probably land short and put the fuel off to the right side and then take off straight ahead so I don't have to turn around this wind, if that's okay.
That's perfect. We'll go get it then. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Carl.
Okay, and there's Finger Lake coming up ahead. I'll do just a flyby, make sure the runway's clear. That was the Winter Lake Lodge, Carl. As you can see as we come over, that lake is just all gnarly with hard drifts. It'd be pretty exciting landing in these kind of conditions. But a real nice view of Winter Lake Lodge. Runway's kind of tucked up against the trees on the right side on this little spit of land. There's kind of some trees in the way, so kind of a little offset approach. there's a pretty good lump there. I better land beyond that lump. I was gonna land beyond. Okay, we're here.
Okay, it is cold. It's blowing about, in here it's not too bad with the trees. The wind's kind of coming a little bit out of the west and north, so the trees are kind of cushioning it here, but boy, you can see the snow blowing out there. It's really cooking. Temperature pretty close to 0. It's a cold one. At least I don't have to try to turn around and all this wavy stuff out there. You can see how that snow is just, that's so gnarly out there. You try to land on that, you'd rip a gear leg off for sure. But a nice strip here at Finger Lake. Well, first mission for this year. Got it done. Got the 75 gallons of mow gas in for the trail breakers and their snow machines. We'll blast on out here and head on back to Birchwood. Call it a day. January 24th, 2012, first mission for this year's Iditarod. Got about 5 weeks before the race, but our work starts now. Okay, let's get her started and get out of here. Well, we got about, though, I'd say 400 feet of runway ahead of us, strip ahead of us, and we're on skis, but it's hard packed, so it's not too draggy. And as we only use about 300 feet of it's my guess, taking off out of here. 20% more runway ahead of me than I really need, I would say. And if something happens, I can go off the end of it, you know, and kind of bail out on a takeoff and not probably, you know, bounce through that stuff as I'm deaccelerating. Probably wouldn't hurt anything. It'd be a pain in the butt.
Finger Lake traffic 500 starting off the Finger Lake, be a left turn out eastbound.
Okay, fuel selector, mixture, primer, Irby. All's good. I'll keep it down a little bit because I come out around these trees. I'm going to get a blast of a crosswind. Just make sure I have plenty of control as I hit it. No problem. Okay, Big Lake's just up ahead. Just about 10 minutes out of Birchwood on the way back from Finger Lake. Almost fell asleep, just up here at 3,000 feet, and it's just dead calm coming back. Had a little bit of a bumpy ride on our scenic tour.
Final 19er right.
Upriver. Another beautiful day.
Birchwood traffic 500 Settlers Bay, we'll enter on the right base 19 right to Birchwood.
Well, successful first mission of Iditarod 2012.